I already got it all worked out.
I can see that.
You guys should see her face.
Larger than life.
Because it always goes to one size and it zooms in.
When you hit go live. So I'm saying
is.
push it back a bit. But he doesn't.
I like being close to you.
Yeah, but that's pretty close. Anyway. Hi, you guys. Welcome to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun. As he said, it's got to be fun. For we.
If you're going to say fun, have fun. Right, watch this. Ready? Happy. Bitchy. Anyway. Uncle, welcome.
Me.
I didn't say it was you.
No, got it.
Yeah, that's right. Uncle.
Hello.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode of...
Is it Anka or Turculette?
Yes, it's Anka.
Which is the first name?
Anka.
Oh, you mixed up back to front.
That's right. You're here.
You were checking.
Her name's upside down.
Mixed up.
Because we're in Australia.
Today.
That's right. Yes, always.
Okay.
All right.
I feel it real fun for we on the 28th of November 2023.
For those of you who want to work with us closely over the next 12 months, join us.
No way after that.
No way after that. Right? Join Remarkable.com or skip it for another fucking year. Right? Some people, they love doing that. It's like, I'll do something next year. Yeah. Radio. Right? So anyway, join Remarkable.com. If you've done Triple D, if you haven't done Triple D even, but if you realize that working with us in a group like live is actually fun and or useful, right? Or you can go to Reddit.
You've really got it in for Reddit, don't you?
Oh no, I go to Reddit and it's like, I mean, you can get some good noodles at Reddit once in a while.
Noodles.
But mostly it's fucking tofu. I mean, it's just like, and it's not good tofu.
Brucey boy,
right.
You're making it
Bruce,
hard.
gotta go. Kick him off.
Okay. And the title is Walking the Streets, or Walking the Street. No, it's not.
It's Barbados or Bust.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Right, you like to correct me, don't you?
Oh, I love correcting you.
It's because it's not even there.
That's
so
right.
It says it on the cusp.
That's right. Barbados or Bust.
Barbados or Bust.
All right, so.
Love it. You should have worn your Barbados shirt.
Yeah, well,
for this one.
Didn't get around to that one.
Yeah.
Right. Busy morning.
So we've already mentioned joinremarkable.com. So
that's right, joinremarkable.com.
easymanifestingmethods.com.
That's right, or skip it for another year. They can skip doing the free videos, too, for another year. There's people that do that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah. easymanifestingmethods.com. Go there, sign up for those, or wait a year.
And for refunds, visit feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. So, there's this whole story about Neville Goddard, right? Really cool dude.
Yeah.
Right? And he decides, he gets his hankering, right? So somebody hashtag it.
I got a hankering.
He got a hankering to go to this place called Barbados, right?
Barbados.
So, I mean, like...
Sounds like Barbie dolls.
Yeah, well,
but anyway.
Yeah. Right, so he had this hankering to go to this place called Barbados, right? And so, like, there's these stories about what he did and what he didn't do. There's the story about Ab slamming the door.
Yes.
But there's some really simple quotes. I just want to dive a tiny bit into this today. We actually did a full call on this back in the first club, I believe it was. So.
Oh, wow. Was it?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Back then we called it the Walking the Streets of Barbados method. Right. But anyway.
So you snuck this from that.
Yeah, because I went, oh, that's really good. So we'll just do a little
really
intro to
stuff.
it. By the way, we do have a live call this Friday for people that want to register for it.
Oh, what's the live call on?
The live call is on bridges. Beautiful, bountiful bridges.
Beautiful, bountiful bridges.
Yeah, I sent out an email on that. I should put up a post. I'll put up a post too.
What's it called again?
Beautiful, bountiful bridges.
The BBBs or the DDs.
Alliteration.
I love
alliteration.
So loves alliteration.
I do.
Hello, Dennis.
This is Vivacious Victoria.
Right.
All right. So, Victoria.
Yeah, so we're going to read the first quote, and we'll see what we've got time for after that.
Yeah, so a lot of people, they skip this part, but I find this part fascinating. Virginia, welcome to the show.
Okay. So Neville said... Oh, and it's from Thinking Fourth Dimensionally?
Yes, this is Ab speaking.
This is Ab speaking.
Yeah.
And Ab said, do you really want to go?
Right.
And Neville said...
Oh, why would I include that?
Do you really want to go?
Do you really want to go?
Yeah, it's like the authentic, the real desire.
Yeah, do you have a real desire or not? Oh, it'd be fun to go to Barbados or work with Remarkable.
To go, all right, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, no, do you really want to go?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Nancy Parker, desire.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. So,
And Neville said yes. Neville then said to...
he does.
He then said to me, which is...
Yeah, don't try to figure it out.
No, I won't figure it out. He then said to me, as you walk through this door now, you are not walking on 72nd Street. You are walking on palm-lined streets, coconut-lined streets.
See, now she gets hungry, right? Yum! I want to eat Barbados.
Yeah. Do not ask me how you were going to go. You were in Barbados. You do not say how when you are there. You were there. Now you walk as though you were there.
Keep going.
I went out of this place in a daze. I am in Barbados. I have no money. I have no job. I am not even well clothed. And yet I am in Barbados.
All right? Get how cool this is, guys. Right? So Neville decides, Neville has a real desire. And Ab makes sure about this. Do you really want to go? Right? Do you really want some help with that? Do you really want to succeed? Or do you think it'd be nice and fun? Yay! Right? Anyway. So that first little tiny bit to me is the most valuable thing. The second thing is, when you walk through this door, Ab is not saying, hey, like, once in a while, go imagine and, like, pretend you are. It's saying, no, when you walk out this door,
you're there.
You're there. You experience being there.
Yes.
Now, there's some subtleties coming up, because Neville didn't get run over by a bus. Hashtag, Neville didn't get run over by a bus. Tony Doyle. Right, let's continue with where we tell you else to read. So,
okay, so
Victoria, read this number 2.
that bit, not that bit.
Nah.
No. Okay. Victoria, read this number 2, says, yet I had to walk the streets of New York as though I walked the streets of Barbados. To one's imagination, all things are possible.
Now pay special attention.
I walked, feeling that I was actually walking the streets of Barbados. And in that assumption, I could almost smell the odour of the coconut-lined lanes. Oh, it would have been magnificent. I began to create within my mind's eye the atmosphere I would physically encounter were I in Barbados.
So yet I had to walk the streets of New York. Right?
With the hustle and bustle and probably smelling fuel.
As though I walked the streets of Barbados.
Yeah.
I walked feeling that I was actually walking in the streets of Barbados. Right? This is really important, because it's not like I'll pretend there's no bus.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of people, they try that. I did an email last week, and it was like, hey, what can I imagine for you? And people wrote back, and I wrote back to a lot of them, and they wrote back to me, and I wrote back to a lot of them. And there's a lot of people out there still trying to pretend. And this is not pretending. Neville walked in New York. He had to walk in New York, because he was living in New York. But he walked the streets as though he were in Barbados. He didn't walk the streets of New York as if he hoped he would go there someday.
Or recklessly and
walk out in front of the bus.
Yeah, got you.
Right?
Yep.
This is really, really important, because this whole thing of disregarding all of physical reality because of what you've imagined, I don't think that's a good idea. This whole thing of, like, there's this thing called physical reality. Some people call it 3D. Drives me nuts. But I really get that this whole thing of, like, notice the echo. Right? You get to notice the echo. That reveals what you've been imagining. You don't let the echo lead. But you also don't step out in front of the bus. Because, see, Neville, back in 1922, he decided, I'm going to New York City to preach the word. Right? He didn't even know the word, but he had a desire to preach the word. Now, get how important this is. Because he wanted to go to New York City and preach the gospel, the good news, the word. And he didn't know it yet, but he had a hunger to preach it. He got to there, and sooner or later he actually learned this stuff. He learned something worth preaching. But he originally he was in Barbados imagining going to New York, and he got there. Right? He didn't get to New York. So, like, that previous imagining put his body in New York. Right? His imagining while in New York took his body back to Barbados, just for fun.
I feel like saying, make up your mind, mate.
Exactly.
Where do you want to be?
Yeah. Make it up. So,
And then there's...
let's see.
It's up to you.
Natural man, spiritual man. I read the excerpt number 3. Why not?
Excerpt number 3.
Yeah, it's like Mambo number 5.
You are either the natural man who receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, because to you, in the natural focus, they are foolishness unto you.
See, Neville could have walked out the streets and went, yeah, I am no closer to anything. I mean, look around, there's a bus. This is just whack, right? So you've got your natural senses, and they're a gift. They're a lot of fun. I mean, like, I use mine to eat food and look at her and talk to you, right? It's just natural is fun, but you don't let natural lead. What you are, continue.
Or you are the spiritual man who perceiveth things outside of the limitations of your senses, because all things are now realities in a dimensionally larger world. There is no need to wait 4 months to harvest.
Cool. So, somebody hashtag this, right? So this whole physical reality thing, your physical senses are concerned with this thing called survival, right? Eat yummy food. Say you want to eat fish. You don't want to eat fish that smells a very specific way, right? Your physical senses will help you with that. But if you imagine up a yummy fish, you're going to have yummy fish to eat. But if you're just like, I'm going to disregard the evidence of the senses when it comes to like the fish doesn't smell right, that's probably not a good decision. So getting this whole thing, you're the spiritual man. You imagine up the yummy meal. Your physical senses are concerned with physical survival. Bruce! So your physical senses, physical survival. Your spiritual senses, spiritual soaring. So, if you like what we do, and this makes sense to you, join Remarkable.com. I'll sneak a crass commercial in while the dogs bark. Join Remarkable.com.
Yes.
And by the way, if you look at that and you go, I'm not sure, drop me a note. We can have a tiny little, typey or even physical chat. I don't care. Right? But it might be fun. But join Remarkable.com.
So what we want to know is, tell us, what was your hashtag? Strawberry bit.
That's right.
And mine was from that first excerpt for me, because I know sense of smell for me is so...
Yummy.
Yeah, amazing. But it's like he's almost about smelling the coconut line.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Right.
Roads or avenues or whatever. And that is so real for Neville. It would be nostalgic in essence. I know there's just memory there of a past event, but how easy then to make it into nostalgia. Do you know what I mean? That
totally.
Smell. So that for me is my strawberry bit.
By the way, you guys that were in Remarkable 2023, what gate is smell? Right? There's a reason why smell is so cool, but I seem to digress.
I
seem to.
And what was your hashtag strawberry bit?
Scroll back up.
That is up, sort of.
No, that's not up, that's sort of.
Well,
see, there's a difference between up and sort of. You ever notice what I mean?
He was on the first quote. He didn't have the wrong title showing. But anyway, right. Yes.
Ready? Do you really want to go? Do you really want to go?
Yeah.
Right? Do you really want to go? So I got a guy, emailing him this morning. He won't mind me sharing this. And he's not doing his lessons, and he's not doing his sessions.
Yes.
And I basically said, look, you really don't want what you want. Right? Yeah, you're not hungry. If you're hungry, you'll do your lessons. If you're hungry, you'll do your sessions. Right?
Yeah.
Plain and simple. If you're hungry, you'll dive deeper. And this is
instead of it just, that'd be nice.
Oh yeah, it's well, like I'm having problems.
Real hunger.
Yeah, the number one problem is always this thing called 3D reality. Hate the term, I really do. Right? But it's that whole thing. What's the number one problem? She's nagging me, the dogs are barking, something else. See, the dogs barked, it got my attention. I did this thing called brought my attention back. Put my attention here. Right? Happy, loving puppy dad realizes puppies are safe, this is cool, let's go back to soaring. Right? And this whole thing, this is so important because are you really hungry? Yes or no? Do you really want it? Again, this really is the biggest deal for me because a lot of people think it'd be fun, it might be cool, they think it might be, right? I think it might be fun to someday do something. Versus like, I bought this yummy lamb for lunch.
It's going to be really yum.
I think she's going to pan fry it.
Yes. It's a butterflied leg lamb.
Yum.
With gyros.
Yum.
Or, no, oregano and
gyros.
mint.
Oregano
it's
and
very
mint.
Greek.
Yeah,
Yum.
yum.
She's going to make a Greek salad.
She's going to make a Greek salad.
Yeah.
Here, look at her, right? Is she thinking about it?
No. It's
Stephanie
there.
and Lisa
I'm
and
about
The
to
Rock.
eat it
All these
right now.
remarkable kids. Triple
Hello.
deers. All right.
Yes.
So I guess that's for me. Victoria, let's do our crass commercial. JoinRemarkable.com. By the way, Remarkable this year, so in the current Remarkable thing, when you join up, you get a vault full of goodies. It's like $1,000 worth of cool shit. Or you can access that immediately. Officially Remarkable. Yeah, the new Remarkable begins in January, but more on that some other time. But this whole thing of like, you can start now to play with the things. We're going to get the Facebook group set up in December. The calls and other goodies, fun things start in January. But join now. Get the goodies now. Right? Reserve your spot now, because someone's going to try to sign up. And, well, they'll wait 2 years. Yeah. Anyway, do you really want it? Do you really want to go? Anya, welcome to the show.
Tony said Southern Gate. Dennis said Nosegate.
Nosegate. All right.
Yeah. Cool.
So, Victoria.
Yes. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, philitrealfun.com.
That's right. Thank you guys. Have a lovely day.
Yeah.
Now it's time to go and play.
That's right.
See ya.